Last evening, the Law Association, they took a vote to send a committee report to the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, about their concerns surrounding the Chief Justice, Ivor Archie. The members of the Law Association, 150 members voted for this and 32 members voted against. We are now joined by Dr. Emir Crowne, who is an attorney, to tell us a little bit more about this and what this means for the Chief Justice and for the Law Association moving forward. Good morning, Dr. Crowne.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Dr. Crowne, I know that you were one of the 32 who voted against having this report be sent to the Prime Minister. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Why did you vote against?
My concerns about referring the report to the Prime Minister, which is what is required under the Constitution, is, in my view, the Law Association in their internal investigation uncovered nothing new that wasn't already in the public domain since last year. And so my concern is that the Law Association conducted an investigation that it really had no power over the Chief Justice to conduct, and it made certain findings as a result of that investigation. And in my view, those findings can't be relied upon. Those findings are based on either gossip or hearsay or outright silence, which somehow has been turned into findings of fact against the Chief Justice. And in my view, it is wrong for a body of lawyers to be voting and acting on that type of investigation. So if what the Law Association produced is nothing different than what is already in the public domain, then let the Prime Minister act on what is already in the public domain and not rely on some sort of report, an investigation that was improperly done by the Law Association.
But if members of the Law Association are concerned about what took place, even though it was back then, don't they have a right to say, you know what, let's get a proper investigation from the Prime Minister?
Well, and this is it. So, Constitution, only the Prime Minister can request that the President set up a tribunal to investigate a Chief Justice. And so that is the power of the Prime Minister. My concern, it has nothing to do with the merits of what may or may not have transpired with respect to the Chief Justice. It is what has transpired with respect to this investigation on the Law Association's part. You will hear many lawyers over the next day or two talk about their concerns about the administration of justice and the rule of law. But as a body of lawyers, our concern with the administration of justice is relying on an investigation that was improperly done. And we ourselves should be concerned about our role as lawyers in the administration of justice, in relying on that investigation.
So is it that the 150 lawyers could be wrong in their judgment of what is happening?
Well, I mean, lawyers are never wrong. But it could be, in my view, that people may have been too focused on the allegations. If you focus on the allegations against the Honorable Chief Justice, then in my view, you lose sight of some of the bigger principles at play. And again, the principles at play is that if any one of those 150 lawyers, if they had a client that was facing a report that drew conclusions and findings of fact based on hearsay and based on silence, they would all be up in arms. They would be all over the media saying how this is a travesty and a breach of justice. But yet we are relying on those very same principles and same breaches to now justify sending a report to the Prime Minister. I mean, this is extraordinary. This is not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah, but Dr. Crowne, if it's hearsay, so members of the Law Association, they heard something and they want to find out the credibility of it. Hence, they have had this meeting and they want the investigation.
Right. Well, you see, and I guess that is it, right? That's the divide. Something was said in the media. The Law Association purported to do an investigation, and the investigation said there are conversations where somebody said something and somebody overheard another somebody say something, and based on that, the Chief Justice has not denied that somebody overheard somebody say something, so the allegation is not denied. What does that mean? That is almost a meaningless statement. There is no further, nothing has been advanced then, is my position, than what was already reported over a year ago. And the Prime Minister can and should, if he wishes, act on what is reported by the media already, and not rely on an improper investigation. So the position is not that the Honourable Prime Minister should not carry this forward. It is that it should not be carried forward or entertained on the basis of the Law Association's investigation.
So what would you have done differently if you had an opportunity to do something differently?
Well, in this case, what I would have suggested is, look, we went through a process that led all the way to the Privy Council. It is clear that the Law Association, there are concerns, whether justified or not, but we, the Law Association, we have tried to conduct an investigation, and quite frankly, we are unable to produce a report of any sort of certainty or weight. And in our view, the report we produced, the Law Association, is no different than what is already in the public domain. So all we as the Law Association would say is that it remains with the Honourable Prime Minister whether he wishes to carry forward what is already in the public domain and has already been reported. That, as a body of lawyers concerned with the administration of justice, that, in my view, should have been the proper approach, and not to call a meeting and have us vote on an investigation that by any lawyer standard they would scream bloody murder if it was one of their clients facing an investigation of this sort.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Emir Crowne, for chatting with us. The Law Association yesterday voted to send a committee report to the Prime Minister about their concerns surrounding the Chief Justice Ivor Archie, and according to the head of the Law Association, that should be done in the shortest possible time. So thank you very much, Dr. Crowne, for sharing your thoughts.